Okay, you've got a drone and you learned how to fly it. Achievement unlocked. But there's so much more to jaw-dropping drone footage than just getting it in the air and hitting record. Today, we'll go over some tips and tricks for getting the best drone video possible. This is DIY in 5. Hey everyone, I'm Trisha Hirschberger and you are watching DIY in 5, the show where we make tech easy enough to DIY, all in a video that's 5 minutes or less. Today, we're going over some simple tips that will seriously level up your drone video footage with just a few tweaks. So let's get started. First up, think of your drone kind of like a Steadicam or dolly on a set. Slow, steady movements are going to be your best friend. Plus, it makes it easier to avoid collisions. Oops, sorry. Try to shoot away from the sun because just like normal videography, you'll want to pay attention to lighting. You may even want to pack a neutral density or ND filter to reduce the amount of light that enters the camera if you're expecting a really bright setting. Also, dust off your lens before takeoff so you don't get any weird shiny bits if the sun does hit it. Finally, be sure to hold your recording just a little longer than you think you'll need so you have more room to play in the edit. Now let's try some cool drone-specific shooting techniques. The flyby is a very popular shot where you fly your drone by the subject of your shot. Think over a building, through a bridge, or just to the side of your main character. While flying by, you can pan or tilt the camera to keep your subject in frame and get exactly the composition you want. I recommend getting at least one of these shots every time you fly. If you want to get really fancy, you could do a fly-through shot, where you pilot the drone through a hole or gap in something. This is one of the more dangerous shots in terms of avoiding drone collisions, but with a smaller drone, propeller guards, and a nice slow pace, you got this. The reveal is another cool technique where you start close enough to your subject that you really don't see the whole picture, then pull back as the drone gets farther away. This is really awesome for revealing a gorgeous setting or opening a new scene. You can start with the camera tilted low and pan up as you pull back as well. Mess around with different camera angles and find what works for you. The high pan is another drone filming technique that's simple to film, yet packs a big punch, whereby you get your drone high in the air and slowly pan from one side to the other. We recommend filming one shot right to left and one left to right. It makes for awesome B-roll and transition footage too. As with any day of drone shooting, prep is super important. Check the weather and have a good understanding of the rules and regulations where you are flying. Bring extra batteries, SD cards, and a sense of adventure. Let us know in the comments what type of drone project you're hoping to film next. Like this video if you learned something, and we'll see you soon with more DIY in 5.